So yeah, so just coming to the ground. You can be seated or on your back, like I said, and just allow yourself to feel really grounded. So if you choose to lie on your back, really feel the ground beneath the spine, the back body, the back of the hips. If you choose to come to a seat, you might want to sit on a cushion just to lift your pelvis up a little bit. So you're not rounding, but you're kind of lifting up through the spine. And take an easy cross of the legs. You can have them out long, you can have them to one side, whatever feels comfortable for you. And just scan the body a little bit here first, so we can just get an idea of how we're feeling through our shoulders, the neck, maybe the hips, the ribs, the arms, the legs. How does everything feel right now? You might even begin to close the eyes a little bit to really take that gaze inward, to really notice any sensations in the body. How does the breath feel? Does it feel quite like you've got to catch your breath, or does it feel quite even today? So there's no right or wrong. We're just taking a moment to pause and observe. You might find that the breath just begins to settle down a little bit. The body finds a comfortable stillness. The hands rest very easily on the lap or the knees. If we're on our backs, they just gently rest at the side or the belly, again, wherever feels most comfortable for you. And when you feel like you've scanned the body, you've got a good sense of where you are today, just take your awareness to your thoughts and take a moment here to just notice the quality and nature of your thoughts today. What's going on up there? Does it feel quite scattered? Does it make sense? Is there quite a lot going on? And again, you're not trying to control or stop it, you're just observing your thoughts, the way your mind just chatters away. All the while keeping just a steady, even breath in and out of the nose. Perhaps you become a little bit more aware of how the thoughts make you feel in your body. So beginning to notice the connection between sometimes what goes on in our thought process can have an effect on how we feel in ourselves. Does the body begin to tense up again as our thoughts get a bit more hurried and intense? Can we just soften, maybe with an exhale through the mouth, and then allow everything to just ease back down? One more breath, just like this, observing the thoughts, just noticing. And on your exhale, just take the awareness down to the belly. So when we take our next breath in, we are aware of the expansion of the belly up into the ribs, the chest, and then the natural fall as we exhale. And our awareness is now completely on the breath, in and out of the body. The cool and warm air, and the gentle audible sounds that we can hear perhaps in our ears. And we just begin to enjoy this moment right now. Feeling like we've arrived, we feel a bit more settled, a bit more grounded. And maybe it's here that you feel like setting a little intention for your practice. You don't have to, but there might be something you want to focus on that's just meaningful and personal to you. Just one more breath, breathing in, breathing out. And then we'll slowly bring our awareness back to the body and the parts of the body that are in contact with the ground. So that might be the sitting bones, it might be the back body. Just start to move a little bit. Perhaps you start to bend the knees. If you're on your back, just creating a bit of movement. Perhaps if you're sat, you just start to twist a little bit through the spine. Maybe you roll the shoulders, drop the chin. And we all gently begin to open our eyes a little bit. Maybe we take a big stretch with the arms. And if we're on our backs, just slowly, slowly make your way up to a seat. And we'll all meet in a comfortable cross-leg position or in a position that feels nice. If you've been seated, just change the cross of your legs over. So now the opposite leg comes in front. And we just drop one hand down to the side and we'll take a lovely big side stretch over. Just easing through the ribs, opening everything out. We're going to move through a nice full body practice today, really working on every part of the body. Big inhale reaches all the way up and reach the other arm over the other hand down. So we just take a lovely fluid movement over to the other side. Maybe just opening, finding a soft movement if that feels nice. And this time we're going to start to come down towards the knee and sweep the arms out in front and come back over to the other side. So now we're just taking a sweep. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, maybe soften a bit deeper. And then again, start to round over towards the right knee, sweep the arms across, rounding through and coming over to the other side. Really nice. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper. And then inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, just twist to one side gently. Through the rib cage. And then an inhale, reach up. Take it to the other side. So just starting to wake up through the spine. Inhale, come back through. And then exhale, just take the hands behind you. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Big breath in. And exhale, we just come forward. Just take a little forward fold. Really nice. And then slowly coming back up. Coming into the middle of your mat, just taking the feet down towards the ground. We're just going to fire up the core a little bit here. So taking the feet down, bend the knees, take the hands behind the shins if that feels good, or the back of the knees, and start to sit back, draw the belly in, perhaps coming into a little boat posture. We're not going to stay here for long, but we're just going to kind of engage the core, really draw everything in, lift the chest, engage the belly. And then exhale, drop the feet, take the hands behind you, just lift up, reverse tabletop if that feels good. If not, just lower back with the head and open the chest, keeping the bottom on the ground. Lovely. And then coming forward, crossing the legs, roll over onto all fours. And we're going to come to our first downward facing dog. So tuck the toes, sit back towards the heels, chin to chest, press into the hands as we lift up the hips, coming high up onto the toes. Maybe we bring the heels down, but keep pressing into the hands. Notice if you're collapsing into the shoulders, can you press up and out of the armpits, really engage the back? Lovely. And then we'll slowly walk ourselves up to a forward fold. Hang heavy here, just releasing the lower back. And then we'll slowly bend the knees, press into the feet as we come all the way up, big stretch with the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Just take a moment here in your mountain posture, just feeling the feet grounded through the body. The body, the floor, I don't know why I said that. So feeling the big toes really pressing into the floor, and that lifts up through the rest of the body, and we feel nice and strong and connected. Hands down by the side, mountain posture. Inhale, reach the arms up, big stretch with the arms. Imagine you're holding a ball between the hands. Maybe push the hips forward, lean back a little bit, squeeze the glutes. And then we're going to fold all the way down. Lifting up a little bit halfway, bring the hands to the ground, step one foot back and then the other coming into plank. Really press away with the hands. Maybe just shift a little bit side to side, maybe coming up to one side and then coming all the way over to the other side, maybe lifting an arm up and then bring the arm down. Lower to the knees, sit back, child's pose. Lovely. And then inhale, come forward to all fours and step the right leg through. Inhale, reach the arms up, low crescent lunge. Really nice here. So press into the front big foot. Exhale, bring the hands down. Draw the toes up towards the sky, straightening the front leg. Really nice. Maybe you fold forward over the leg. And then inhale, come forward, press into the left hand, right hand to the knee as we twist open. Maybe bring the right fingertips up to the ceiling, taking a lovely twist here in our lunge. And then bring the hand down. Lift the back leg, step back to plank again. If not, lower the knees to half plank and shift a little bit side to side. So just rocking side to side. Maybe coming all the way over to one side, maybe lift an arm up and then bring yourself down. Maybe you shift over to the other, coming to side plank on the other side. Bringing a hand down. And then we'll drop the knees and we'll take a child's pose again. Really nice. And then inhale, come through to all fours. Step the left leg through this time, lunge, lift the arms up. Lovely big expansive breath here. Press into the feet, the shoulders, reaching up. And then we'll exhale, frame the hands down. And then we'll slowly draw the toes up to the sky, straightening that leg. Runner's stretch. Maybe we fold a little bit. You can soften the knee if you need. It doesn't have to be locked. And then slowly walk forward, plant the foot back down, press into the right hand, left hand to the knee, twist, reach the fingertips to the ceiling. So lovely low lunge twist here. Really nice. And then bring the hand down. Lift the back leg, step back to plank. This time, just shift a little bit forwards and back, side to side, feel the weight distributing, and then lower the knees, hips, belly, chest, forehead. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the chest a little bit, cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, maybe press up to all fours. And then we'll lift up, downward facing dog. You can walk the feet in if you need to. You can bend the knees. You can straighten the legs. But press into the hands. Imagine lifting up and out of the armpits, engaging the upper back. So we're not collapsing into the shoulders. We're nice and strong. Maybe you draw the heels down to give the hamstrings a stretch. And then we're going to walk up to a forward fold. Just hang heavy here. Letting the arms come out the sockets. Maybe we sway a little bit side to side. And then we'll press into the feet, take the arms out, coming all the way up to standing. Bring the hands down through center, press into the feet, feeling strong through the legs, belly's engaged. Really nice. Just notice your breath here. Maybe we feel like we're building some heat. So we're going to move through a little standing variation now. So grounding into the right foot, inhale, lift the left knee up. So playing with that stability, and you might wobble a little bit here. That's absolutely fine. Inhale, reach up, reach up, reach up high with that knee, active mobility. And then we're going to press that leg back and step back into warrior one. So just adjust your feet if you need to. You can take them wider apart. You can bring it a bit closer. Just notice how your hips are, and then bend into that front foot, press into the big toe, reach the arms up. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Warrior one here, strung out through the legs, pressing out through the back legs. We're engaging the inner thigh, the quad, the glutes. Lovely, bending into that front leg, really strong here. And then straighten that front leg, start to fold forward, keeping the arms out in front. Maybe you're reaching forward for something, hold, 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 and then release, take a forward fold. Really nice, let your head be heavy. Maybe play with lifting up onto the heel of the front foot and then placing the foot back down. How does that feel in the leg? Lifting the foot up onto the heel and then pressing the foot back down. One more breath. Exhale, releasing. And then bend into that front leg, sweep the arms back up, coming into a warrior one. Really nice. And then we're going to lean forward, come high up onto the back toes, and maybe we play with coming to a little warrior three. Maybe we bend forward a little bit, maybe drop the back foot, lift it back up, take the arms wherever we feel we want to. Notice if you're sinking into the hips, can we lift up, use the core, squeeze the glutes, engage the legs. Really nice. And then step back again, come onto the toes of the back foot. So we're now high up off the heel, reach the arms up, high lunge. Doing really well here, lovely, lovely, strong legs. And then bring the hands down, frame the front foot, step back to plank, knees, hips, belly, chest, forehead, inhale, cobra, exhale, release. And we're going to tuck the toes, lift up to all fours, and then we're going to come up downward facing dog. We're going to do two little core exercises. So ground into the left foot, reach the right leg up. If that's too much, you can drop down onto the left knee and do the same exercise on all fours. If you want to stay in downward dog, we're here pressing into the hands. Draw the knee into the nose and then shoot the leg back up. Draw the knee to the elbow, right elbow, shoot the leg back up. Draw the right knee over to the left elbow, shoot the leg back up, and then bring the leg down, and we'll walk ourselves up to a forward fold. Hang heavy here, releasing everything, and then we'll press into the feet, come all the way up forward for standing posture. Bring the hands down. So we're going to take that on the other side, taking it as slow as we need to, no rush. So start to take the weight into your left foot, draw the right knee up, active mobility here, using the hip flexor, and we're really pressing into the standing foot. I've got a nice softness so I can take the rebound of any wobbles. Lifting higher with the knee, and I begin to press it back and I step into my warrior one, just adjusting, feeling my hips and then reaching up, pressing out through the back foot. Maybe bending a little bit further into that front leg. Really nice. It's okay if my hips are off center a little bit. They don't have to be forced to the front. That can sometimes pull on our lower back. So the hips will find a comfortable position. One more big breath. And then straighten the front leg. Again, push the hips back as we reach forward, leaning forward. Reach, 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 and then fold all the way down over the front leg, pyramid posture. Adjust the back foot if you need to, and allow yourself to soften here. Again, play with lifting up onto the heel, maybe bringing the foot back down. Lifting up onto the front heel, rolling the foot back down. How does that change the stretch in the front leg? So really observing and listening. One more breath. And then begin to bend into that front leg. Bring the arms all the way up. Warrior one again. So start to take the weight into the front foot. Bend into that front leg a bit more. Come up onto the back toes. We're going to take warrior three again. So start to maybe shift the weight forward, flex the back foot, take the hands wherever you need. You can drop the foot and then bring it back up again. Whatever feels good. Arms out on the hips, dropping the toes if you need. Really press into the standing big foot, lift up out of the hips, engage the core. Lovely. One more breath, and then press the back foot back, come high up onto the back toes. So the heels lifted now. Lunge, reach the arms up. Lovely breath, bend into the front leg, press out through the back foot, squeeze the glutes, and then frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower the hips all the way down to the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Press up all fours and we'll come to downward facing dog. And we'll take those little knee to nose again on the other side. You can always come down to all fours and do it on the right knee. So grounding into the right foot, lift the left leg up. Again, you can drop to the knee if you need to. And we're going to draw the knee into the nose, and then we're going to press it out. Draw the knee to the left elbow, press it back out. Draw the knee over to the right side, and then press it all the way back out. And then bring the foot down. This time, just drop to the knees, take a rest in child's pose. You can bring the arms down to the side. You can take them up overhead to create a little shark fin, but just allow yourself to completely flop over the legs here. Let the belly expand. Allow the breath to just settle back down. We're going to do one more standing posture before we start to come down into some lovely hip openers, just to kind of ground ourselves a little bit. So hopefully we're feeling really energized. Maybe you stretch the arms out, you just take one more child's pose here. And then we'll come up through to all fours. Tuck the toes behind you if that feels good, and we'll walk our hands towards our knees. Roll onto the feet and we'll come up to standing. And then just bring yourself into the middle of your mat a little bit, just so you've got some space to play. I'm going to come to face the front. So we're going to play with eagle posture and coming to it from chair. So you can take the feet together if you want. That's a little bit more balancing, or you can take them a little bit wider. And try and make the feet parallel, so not turned out, not turned in, but a nice train track. Bring the hands to the hips. We're going to sit back into that chair. Really feel the glutes firing up. Maybe you reach the arms out in front. Really nice here. Notice if you're rounding forward, can we lift the chest? Maybe sit a bit deeper. Lovely. Hold here. Really good. Feel the quads, the thighs firing up. And then we're going to release, come to standing, give the legs a little shake. Really nice. So we're going to have a little practice of eagle posture. So really think about that chair posture, because we're going to be bending into one leg. So really sinking the hip back, taking the weight into the foot. So grounding the left foot, reach the right knee up. You can take the arms wherever feels most comfortable. Start to bend into the standing leg as we hook our right knee over our left, and maybe we drop the toes down here. Maybe this is enough, we take the arms out. Feel how the left foot is firing up through the toes. Maybe you lift the foot off and you sink a bit deeper. Maybe you bring the hands together. But really feel everything firing. Feel the foot working. Really nice. Holding for one more breath if you can. You can drop the foot if you need and then bring it up. And then release. Give the left leg a shake. Really nice. Really, really, really good. So it's a strong posture for the feet. Really gets the ankle working, the toes working. So weight into the right foot, lift the left knee. So using that active mobility through the hip, maybe give the foot a little wiggle. Feel the left knee by maybe, sorry, the right knee by maybe bending and flexing, feeling the toes working. And then start to bend the right knee, hook the left knee over. Maybe you drop the toes down just to balance you. And then maybe you lift the toes off And we start to sink a little bit deeper into that squat. Feel the right leg. You might find one side feels more stable. Take the arms wherever feels comfortable. Find a focus point. Press into the big toe of the right foot. Maybe you drop the left toes to just balance. It's okay if we come out and then come back in. Notice how all the muscles and tendons are working together. Squeeze the glutes, belly in, and then we'll release. Give the legs a shake. Really, really nice. So we're going to move through one more flow and we're going to start to bring it down towards the ground. So coming to stand at the top of the mat. Feet nice and grounded. Inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe that little bend as we push the hips, take the arms behind us. And then exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, lifts a little bit. Exhale, we fold a bit deeper. We'll step one foot back and then the other, coming to plank. And then lower the knees, belly, hips. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. And then we'll press up, coming into all fours. Bring the wrists under the shoulders and knees under the hip points. Really nice. Inhale, ground into the right hand. Reach the left arm all the way up. And then thread that arm under the right armpit. Take the side of the head down. And we'll come into thread the needle. Maybe reach the right fingertips to the top of the mat. And then soften here over the left arm. Hips high. And we release. Just let it all go. Really, really nice. One more breath. Let it all go. Soften, soften, soften. Stay for an exhale. And then slowly press ourselves up to all fours. Ground into the left hand. Reach the right arm up and out to the side. Exhale, thread that arm under. Take the side of the head down. Reach up with the left fingertips. Again, soften, let the weight of the body fall over the right arm. Be heavy here, no tension. Really, really nice. Letting it go, softening down. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Staying for an exhale, and then we'll slowly come up to all fours. Just inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin, cow. Exhale, round through cat. Press the shoulders away. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to round. Really nice. So we're going to play with some hip stuff now. So this is where it might be useful to have a little pillow that you can use if you need any support. So just have that to hand and I'll tell you when to use it. So we're going to take lizard posture and then we're going to move into pigeon on our front. And we'll use the pillow as a prop for our thigh. So coming into all fours, we're going to straighten out the right leg, rock backwards and forwards, getting some nice flexion and extension through the ankle, really waking up the toes, and then lift the leg up, draw the knee all the way in and up, take the knee down towards the right wrist, and the foot will just rest towards the left side of your mat. And then we begin to just walk the back knee out a bit. Maybe this is where we use the pillow to prop up our right sitting bone. And our heel is probably quite close to our kind of groin hip area of the left side. So we're kind of the left leg's out long behind us and our right leg's bent in front of us. Maybe this is enough, or maybe we come down onto the forearms. And maybe that's enough. And we begin to fold over that front leg. We release the chin. Maybe we stack the fists and we create a little pillow for our forehead. Notice if you're kind of one way with the hips or the other, can you even out the hips? Give the toes a little wiggle and just find a softness here. Really good. Really nice. This is where we can really let the hips be heavy, let ourselves fold forward. This can sometimes be an uncomfortable posture. Hopefully it's not painful. If it's painful, please come out. But we sometimes have an urge to move through this one quite quickly. So we're going to stay here a little bit longer to really notice if there's resistance or discomfort. Or if we can begin to find a real releasing through the back of the hips, maybe through the front of the chest. And we really find a melting sensation as we go a little bit deeper, maybe resting the head down a little bit more. But at any point you need to come out, just bring yourself up a little bit and then come back down. So again, there shouldn't be any pain, but it might be uncomfortable. And just notice the differences there. And sometimes when something's uncomfortable, maybe we need to lean into that to see where we can find the ease in that discomfort. Sometimes bringing a soft smile to the face can signal to the body. One more breath. And then after an exhale, pressing up into the hands, slowly begin to bring yourself up. And just removing the pillow, press into the hands and just shift yourself over towards the right side. And we're going to swing our left leg in front. If it feels good, bring it over. I'll just face the front. And now our right foot is bent behind us and our left foot is on the ground. If that feels too much, you can bring the right leg out in front. So we're going to take a twist here. We're going to hug the left knee and bring the left hand behind us and twist through the center. So hopefully that wasn't too awkward of a transition. I'm dyspraxic, so spatial awareness isn't always my best. And as we inhale, lift up through, and exhale, we twist a bit deeper. So really feel the rib cage. Press the knee into the arm, arm into the knee, and that stops us from twisting from the hips a little bit. One more breath. And then slowly releasing everything. And then we're going to move through the transition. So keeping, so just take the left leg over. If we can bend the right leg to where it was before, so to the side of the bottom, we're going to shift over towards the right, swing the left leg back behind us, come up onto the hands. So we're now back in that beginning pigeon. Tuck the back toes, lift up to plank, and then lift up downward facing dog. So a little bit of brain work there. So hopefully that doesn't feel too complicated. And then drop back down to the knees, just sit back, take a little moment here. Hopefully that all made sense, and we're going to take that to the other side. If not, just smile and go with it. So coming to all fours, straighten out the left leg this time. So rock forwards and backwards, giving the ankle a little roll. Left, right, stretch the toes, really nice. And then just step that foot towards the outside of the left hand. I realize we forgot to do this on the right side. So we're just coming to lizard posture. So our hands are on the inside of our left foot. Really nice. And we're allowing the hips to sink down. Lovely. Pressing into the feet, maybe coming up onto the fists if that feels a bit too much. Really good. And then from here, start to walk your left foot over towards the right side of the mat and bring your left knee to your left hand, and then the foot comes in a little bit to the inner right thigh. And again, we walk that back knee out. So we're now long with the right leg. Our left foot's bent in. Maybe we take that pillow and we place it underneath the left sitting bone. So we've got something to kind of prop us up so we're not hanging in the hip joint. Again, we lift up through the chest. Maybe that's enough for us, or maybe we fold forward onto the forearms and we find a moment of stillness. Are there any differences on this side compared to the right side? You're not judging yourself, but noticing the different sides of the bodies and what sensations might be coming up here. So notice, I find that my left hip feels like there's a bit more kind of stuff in the way as I fold forward. So I really have to just take it slow on this side. So observe your body, what feels good, what's feeling a bit uncomfortable, but again, hopefully no pain. If there's pain, please come out, adjust, and then see how it feels going back into the posture. Maybe you rest the forehead on some fists, or you create a little pillow with the hands. And see if you can relax through the face, relax through the shoulders, and find the ease in maybe some of the discomfort, smiling perhaps a little bit in the face. Really nice. So this really gets into the deeper tissue of the hip area and the psoas muscle and the fascia, a lot of that connective tissue that can get really tight. 2 more breaths, big breaths in and releasing out. Staying for that second exhale. And then slowly begin to press into the hands. We're going to take that transition again. So shifting over, releasing the pillow. Start to take the weight over to the left side. Draw your right leg through, perhaps taking the foot over and standing it on the outside of the right leg, the left leg. Perhaps the left foot's bent in towards the sitting bone. If that doesn't feel good, as we know, we can take the left leg out long and keep the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Hug the knee in, press the knee into the arm into the knee, and we'll twist through, taking a lovely seated twist here. Press into the right foot. If you have the left leg bent, remember to keep your sitting bones grounded. So you might find you're lifting up. Can we bring our hip points down, press into the feet? And the gaze perhaps just follows naturally to a comfortable resting position. Notice if you're pulling, can you twist from the ribs rather than the hips, shoulders engaging? 1 more breath. Lovely. And then we'll slowly come back through. This time, lean back, gently unravel your legs. Just drop the knees side to side. Really nice. And then taking the legs out long this time. If you want to, you can take a supported forward fold. So again, you bring the pillow and kind of snuggle it into your hip points. You don't have to. The knees are bent nice and soft. We reach up with the fingers and maybe we go up and over the pillow, moving from the hips and then rounding through the upper back, folding forward, and the pillow acts as like a nice little stopper. It kind of creates a bit of support for the belly. Perhaps we just rest the hands wherever feels most comfortable and we let the chin be heavy here. So give the neck a little shake. Yes, no, right, left. And then let the shoulders be heavy. Perhaps with every exhale, you fold a bit deeper into the cushion. Maybe you flex the toes a bit more, or you point them. Maybe you bend the knees or straighten them. Whatever feels good and comfortable. Really nice here. One more breath. And then slowly, slowly bring yourself back up. Take your pillow out to the side, bring the hands behind you, bend the feet, and we're going to do some more core stuff just to bring ourselves down towards the ground. We're just going to fire up the belly one last time. So feet on the ground, lift the shoulders up and back and down. So we're engaging through the chest. Imagine shining the heart forward. There's a nice openness through the throat, but we're not crunching back and we're not crunching forward. Maybe we shift the weight and we lift the feet, maybe lift the arms out to the side. Lovely Navasana here, boat posture. Maybe we play with lowering out. Maybe we come up. Maybe we lower out. Maybe we come back up. Perhaps we just hold here. Maybe we drop a foot and we drop another foot. So whatever feels most comfortable. If at any point you need to drop your feet, please do, and then come back. Lovely. Maybe you want to take a twist one way. You can drop the feet for this if you want to, but find something interesting in your boat posture here. Maybe you hold and hover in low boat. Maybe you lift up again. One more wherever we are. Hold, hold, hold. And then release the feet, take a nice fold over the legs. Really good job. Exhale through the mouth, big breath in. And then let it go. Let the belly be heavy, relax, relax, big breath in. Let it go. And then we'll slowly make our way down onto our back. So just gently walking ourselves down, all the way down. Bring the feet a little bit closer in towards the bottom. Feet parallel again on that train track. Snuggle the shoulders underneath you. And we're going to inhale, bring the belly down towards the ground. Lift the hips, coming into bridge posture. Really squeeze the glutes, engage the legs, the quads, the hamstrings. Perhaps you lift the arms overhead and you engage through the upper back. So try not to use the natural curve of the lumbar spine, the lower spine, but see if you can engage the lower body to prevent a kind of crunching through the back. Maybe you bring the arms down. Maybe you walk the tops of the arms underneath you and you can take hold of the hands. Maybe you draw the knuckles down. So we're now hands clasped underneath us. Keep pressing into the feet. Maybe you've just got the hands down on the floor. One more breath. And then gently control each vertebrae as we lower, 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 feeling the back come into contact. And then just take the feet wide, drop the knees into the center. So rest the knees on each other. Let the back just relax a little bit here. Really nice. Really, really nice. And then gently bring the feet back through. And we're going to take, I've just lost my train of thought there. We're going to move through some moving bridges just to get a bit of spinal movement, connecting with the breath. Sorry about that. I was kind of, what are we doing? That's what we're doing. Okay, so feet on the ground. And see if you can find a softness a little bit here. There's strength and stability through the legs, but there is a softness and an ease through the movement. So it's not like a rigid up, down. See if you can find almost like a wave-like motion. So bring the hands down to the side of the body. As we inhale, we press into the feet, lift up. Big stretch with the arms, and exhale, we flow back down. So perhaps there's a softness in the arms as we inhale, lift up. The hands are a bit floppy. Exhale, we lower. So we just find a softness. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Imagine your arms pushing through water. Maybe you press with the hands as you press back down. Inhale, you scoop backwards with the palms. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower all the way back down. Last one, inhaling wherever you are, lifting. Hold here for a bit and then exhale, bring it all the way down. This time, keeping your feet wide again, take them as wide as your mat, just drop over to the right, give yourself a little twist, and then we'll drop over to the left. So just windmill. But see if you can enjoy the slow transition of lifting one knee up and the other just follows as if it's on a piece of string. So as one knee lifts up, the other one travels with it. And we notice how the movements are connected. Perhaps you change the gaze to the opposite side now. So as the knees lift up, the head rolls through and we take the gaze to the opposite side. So moving in opposite directions, head one way, knees the other. Evening out left and right, and then coming back through center. Taking one knee in and then the other. Start to just take some hip circles here. Taking the knees outwards, and then slowly inwards. Really nice. And then letting the feet come up. Just let the feet be heavy here. You can soften the knees a little bit and then feel the blood rushing down from the feet here. You might just bring the hands under the lower back to protect it a little bit. But it might feel uncomfortable a little bit, but just there's a softness in the legs, but we're engaging them by keeping them up. And we almost can feel the blood rushing down the legs. This is a great inversion to kind of get a bit of blood flow in the opposite way. Lovely. You can practice this with legs up against the wall. This is a great posture to do at night. You can prop a pillow underneath your lower back and then you just rest the feet against the wall in this position and you can really just relax. And then slowly bending the knees down. Just let the feet be heavy. Just kind of flop them onto the ground and feel that rebound up through the heels. You might do that a couple of times. It's a really nice proprioception to kind of ground into the feet. Lovely. Walk the soles of the feet together, take the knees out wide. Just finishing up here in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you want to, again, we can take that pillow and we can place it underneath our back. And we can slowly roll back over it and get a little opener through the chest. So find a comfortable position for that pillow across your back. Just make sure your head's resting on the ground. And you might just notice a gentle opening through the ribs. Maybe you take the arms out wide, the knees are wide, soles of the feet are touching. And we're just in a supported reclined butterfly, getting an even more open feeling through the front of the body. And we'll really take some breaths here in through the nose and out through the mouth if that feels nice. Really feeling the sinking sensation as you exhale, the weight of the body just letting go. Three more rounds of breath, breathing in and breathing out. When we finish our final third exhale, just gently draw the knees back up. Just gently remove that pillow if you had one. And we're going to come to our final posture, Shavasana. So you can get a little blanket here if you want to, or you can just find a nice comfortable position on your back. You can take your feet as wide as your yoga mat, let the heels be heavy, give the body a little shake to ground into the mat, let the arms be wide, palms facing up. You might even take your hands, you might cup the back of your head from the base of your skull, and you might just gently pull up the hairline, imagine you're pulling the neck up, cupping the back of the skull as you gently place the back of the head back down, noticing the length through the neck as you rest a bit more comfortably. Really allow yourself to find a comfortable, easy position here in Shavasana, where you can just settle. So if you need to fidget or drink some water or do anything to get into that position, invite that in now. And then when you feel ready, you've scanned the body, you've kind of released any last little bits of tension, you start to soften the gaze, you allow the body to rest in an easy stillness. Perhaps there is just a gentle, soft inner smile to relax the facial muscles. And we begin to draw our awareness to the breath once more. The rise and fall of the front body, expanding against the ground, across the back body. And as we exhale, that releasing, melting sensation of completely letting the body go here. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Allow yourself the permission to do nothing right now. What a gift. And maybe take some pleasure in doing nothing except completely resting. Easy breath in, easy breath out. If you find you get caught up in the chatter, just smile and bring your awareness, your attention back to the breath. No judgment. Just enjoying the body resting, completely at ease. With every breath, there is a deeper releasing, a more grounded sensation throughout the body. And then just begin to deepen the breath. Take a big inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Big inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. This time inhale, reach the arms overhead. Big inhale. Exhale, start to bend the knees, maybe start to move a little bit through the body, and gently making your way in a very slow and mindful way, no rush, no hurry. You can stay on your back, or we can meet in a seat. Again, whatever feels easy. We are in no rush. Just allow yourself to land and ground. Keep the eyes soft. And we're just going to rub the palms together wherever we land. Just create some friction, some warmth beneath our palms. Really rub, 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 rub. And then just place them over the eyes. Feel the warmth, the vibration. And just gently give your face a little massage, the eyebrows, the eye sockets, and we just begin to open the eyes, taking it all the way through the jaw to the back of the neck, across the shoulders, maybe the chest and collarbone. And then we'll just bring the hands together, bow the head down, always giving yourself that thanks for showing up, for practicing, for carving that precious time out for you. Thank you very much. And when you're ready in your own time, just begin to move a little bit more.